And I managed to turn it back around. So now I got to figure out how to do part 2. So let's see. Doing really well, except for whatever this UTI thing isn't. And I've been a little lazy. Well, I don't know about all of you guys, but I also get really stumped with daylight savings. So yeah, I guess I'm feeling just a little blah. But I'm okay. I'll be okay. And let's see. I'm trying to get out and get myself to quiet down with my heart. Well, I guess that's all the carnivore stuff I have. You can tell I don't have anything prepared. And let's see, I guess to get back to my story, which I really don't want to do, but that's where we're at. So at the end of the last time we talked, I said about having to end this relationship with this girl from our church because I was getting attracted. I was getting very attracted to her. And so I ended it. But then what happened was then I started allowing the thought to come to me, like, I don't like guys. What if I do like women? I couldn't get the thought out of my head, even though in my mind it has always been wrong. Always. And I'm not judging anybody else who's there. I get it. But for me, it's just not who I am. It's not what I believe for me. And so I started struggling with that and wanting to know, like, what if? You know, just a lot of what ifs. So anyway, I found a Christian ministry that helps people who are gay or women who believe they're gay to try to get out. Well, it's like having Alcoholics Anonymous at a bar. Just not a good idea. It was never a good idea. But I ended up meeting someone in there who didn't live that far away. And at that point, it was just crushing on my head. What if? Like I said. So anyway, that started like in the end of 96 and the beginning of 97. And I'm not going to set out all the details, but I did find out I liked it. And I just wanted to be with that person. It's hard to say, right? You know, it's hard to say now. I know God forgives me. You know, I know all of that. It just feels so stupid saying it. But, so anyway, I started this relationship with someone. And I felt less and less heard at home. Whatever I said, the kids, of course, they're going to push to do what they want. And they had Dave on their side for everything. And I don't mean to badmouth Dave. Dave, we were both doing our best. And he wanted them to have fun and feel free, and I wanted them to be disciplined and loved. And so that continued on. for a little while, and then I started really feeling like I was going crazy, because it almost seemed like if I said up, everybody else in the house said down. If I said right, everybody else said left. And I just got to the point where I just didn't feel like I could take it anymore. So I think the kids were like 18, 16, and 15, and I walked out. Man, that decision, I mean, I know God has forgiven me. I've forgiven myself. But I'll tell you what, there's consequences with every decision that we made. And yes, God forgave me. God forgave all of that. But I left a mark on the kids. And when I was going to leave, my 16-year-old came and grabbed my arm and said, "Mom, don't go. This isn't you. This just isn't you." But you know, I had gotten to the point where I was just selfish, and I did want it to be about me. And I really didn't care about what anybody else thought right then. I wanted it to be about me. I wanted to be selfish. I wanted for once to do what I wanted to do, and not what my parents thought or my grandparents thought or my classmates thought, any of my husbands thought, any of my boyfriends thought. I don't know. I hit a point in my life where I just didn't care what everybody else wanted. I wanted to do something for me. And so I left that day. And it was hard, but it wasn't. And so my sisters started reaching out to me and said they really thought I should be closer to them. So I packed up everything I owned and put it in a trailer, a U-Haul, and then even attached my car to the back of it. So I had I don't know, I was crazy driving through Atlanta in the rain at night with those concrete barriers. Man, I can still feel that. I got to my sister's house and my brother-in-law came out and I handed him the keys and I said, "I'm done. I can't drive that thing another foot." So I ended up finding an apartment to rent and we stayed down there. My friend came with me for a while. But it didn't just even end there, because then I just wanted to know more, and I wanted to know more, and I wanted to know more, and I got into groups where people appreciated me. That can suck you in. When you finally feel in your whole life you finally found your people. But like I said before, it was never okay in my mind. Not judging anybody. But for me, like I said, it wasn't okay. But I kept wanting it to be okay. But at the same time, I knew it was never going to be okay. So then on top of everything else, well, actually, I went from girl to 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 girl. Living what I felt like at the moment was my best life, and felt like I was getting back at God. I was getting back at Dave. I was getting back at every guy that had ever hurt me. Yeah. I was so angry, so enraged. So then on top of everything else, I started drinking, because down deep I knew this wasn't me. But at the same time, I wanted it to be me. So it was such a disagreement warring within myself. Just trying to think of if there was anything else in that time period that I want to be not specific about, but maybe I'll just end it there, and if I think of something else to talk about, I'll continue that on. But for today, I guess I'm going to go. I'm going to enjoy a few minutes of peace here, calm myself down. I think my cortisol level just skyrocketed. That's supposed to be funny. And yeah, I need to get out and enjoy some of nature more and I need my peace flowing. That's what I need. I need my peace flowing. So I love you all. I'm really sorry. I know it's been over a week. I'm not looking for money-making opportunity here. That's never been the point. So I continued this on because people asked me to continue it on, but I really never committed for more than the 90 days. So I think that every day is just too much for sure, because I don't have anything happening. And I think even every 2 days is too much. I really don't think I'm going to post more than just when something happens, once I get done with my story. I still have more story to go. And yeah, I think Lynn brought up the fact that I go to all these different campgrounds, that maybe I could talk about campgrounds and stuff. But for now we're here. Then I'm going back to our sons for my husband's lab results. I got mine back. Guess I forgot to tell you that. My fasting glucose, is that what it is? It's in the hundreds. I went from 115 down to 103, I think. So I guess that's good. I've never really paid that much attention. Of course, they said my cholesterol is high, but that's been high forever. And my A1C is still 5.4 or 5.5. I guess I don't remember. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. And I hope you're all doing well and growing. And I hope at some point everybody can find peace, especially with this country right now. We all need to be grounded to where God wants us and who we are, and to find that peace that only He gives. So anyway, I will talk with you all soon when I get news. Bye.